Well, good morning, Northlands, and to our extended online community. It's so good to be with you today. If this is your very first time tuning in with us and you're not sure who I am, my name is Tyler. I'm one of the pastors here at Northlands, and Greg has asked me to share for the next couple days in our devotion time. We've been in for the month of August. What we're committed to is this series that we are calling Anchors for the Soul. And the reason for that is because it's hard to believe, but it's been about 23 weeks now that we've been in this COVID season. No doubt this has been a storm that has impacted our financial life, for some of us our careers, for some of us our health, for some of us it's been mentally and physically and emotionally exhausting. It is definitely a storm. And yet what we see in the scriptures again and again and again is we are never required to surrender our peace in times of difficult circumstances. Even though our circumstances are not peaceful, that doesn't mean that we cannot have a life that is peace-filled. And that's what this series has been about. And today, I want to speak a little bit about some of the highlights from my message from Sunday. I'll break those down over the next few days. But today, I want to focus on peace. This devotion, if it had to have a title, I would call it Peace Be With You. There's this interesting passage in Mark chapter 4. Jesus is with his disciples. And he says, hey, it's time to travel. So they leave one shore and they're traveling to the next shore. And in between these two shores, a massive storm breaks out. And while all the disciples are frantic and anxious and obviously nervous because of the wind, the waves, they think that they're going to die. Where's Jesus? Jesus is asleep on a cushion, is what the Bible says, during this storm. They wake him up to let him know, hey, we're in trouble here. Would you please help us? And this is what verse 39 says. It says, "And he awoke and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, 'Peace, be still.' And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm." Now, why are we able to say so confidently that just because our circumstances right now are not peaceful, we can still have a life that is filled with peace? Well, because what we want to recognize is that peace was never something that we are called to possess, but rather peace is someone that we are called to do life with. And this someone declares himself to be the Prince of Peace. If we look at that verse in Mark, we recognize Jesus has power over the storms. Jesus can have peace wherever he is. So much peace that he brings himself to sleep during one of the greatest storms that his disciples have faced in their boats. And Jesus is saying, I am the one who is with you. Peace is someone that we are doing life with. And this Prince of Peace promises to never leave or forsake us. I love what the scriptures say about this truth. It says, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. In verse 6, it says, so we can confidently say that the Lord is my helper. I will not fear. What can man do to me? The Prince of Peace says, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. And he tells his disciples in John chapter 14, verse 27, peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives, meaning I don't give you this flimsy peace that is based off of our circumstances. If we're having a good day, then we get to have peace. And if it's a bad day, then our peace is out the window. No. Jesus says, no matter what day you're having, my peace I give you. A peace that will never leave you or forsake you. We don't have to surrender our peace in the storm right now. Why? Because we've already surrendered our life to the Prince of Peace. He is far more powerful than this or any storm that has been or will be. The storm that you are facing, whatever it may be, we're all facing challenges and trials of various kinds, whether it's financial or having to do with our jobs and career, whether it's our health, whether it's the health of a loved one, managing fear and doubt and anxiety, all those things that are pressing up against us right now. No matter what's pressing up against you, know that Jesus is pressing up far more. Jesus is drawing even closer, and Jesus has far more power than any storm that we are going to face today or in the future. So I just want to leave you with the question, when you wake up in the morning, would you just have a time with Jesus and say, Lord, would you show me your peace? Lord, would you show me what peace looks like today? He's the one who brings peace. It's not your circumstances. It's not something that you have to generate or hold on to. It's not something that you possess like an object. It's someone that wants to walk beside you today. So whatever challenge that you're facing today, I want you to know right next to you, whispering in your ear, is the Prince of Peace. And he is saying, I am with you today and the next day and the next day and the next day. Peace be with you and blessings.